Listen carefully. You will never win this game if you keep chasing how you feel. Because feelings lie. Feelings will betray you every single morning you wake up tired, every night you feel lost, every time your mind whispers, "Not today." But here's the truth. The men who rise, the men who conquer, they stopped caring a long time ago. They don't ask, "Do I feel like it?" They ask, "What needs to be done?" And then they move. Your feelings were never built to make you great. They were built to keep you safe, to keep you warm, to keep you comfortable. And comfort kills greatness. Every dream that dies, dies in the hands of comfort. Every goal that fades, fades in the arms of excuses. Because when you live by feelings, you live by weakness. When you obey discipline, you live by power. Look around you. Men everywhere are trapped. Not by chains, not by fear, not by others, but by their own emotions. They wake up and say, "I don't feel like working. I don't feel like training. I'll start when I'm ready." And that's where the war is lost. Not in the battlefield, not in failure, but in the quiet moment when a man obeys the weakest part of himself. Because when you let feelings control your actions, you're not living. You're waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for energy. Waiting for the right moment. And in that waiting, your future dies. The men who rise don't wait. They don't negotiate. They don't check if their emotions approve. They make a plan. They follow it. They show up, tired, broken, angry, exhausted. They show up anyway. That's the difference between average and unstoppable. Average men hit snooze. Winners rise. Average men seek motivation. Winners create momentum. Average men listen to their emotions. Winners obey the schedule. Because discipline doesn't ask questions. It just executes. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort will whisper sweet lies to you. It'll tell you, "You've worked hard enough. It's okay to rest. You deserve a break." But comfort is not your friend. Comfort is the assassin of purpose. It kills quietly. One skipped workout, one delayed task, one lazy afternoon at a time. Look around. You'll see men who once had dreams in their eyes. Now they've traded it for distractions, beer bellies, dead eyes, lost potential. Not because they were weak, but because they listened. They listened to their feelings, and feelings destroy kings. The war inside you. This is not a war against the world. It's a war inside yourself. Every day, there are two voices in your head. One says, "Stay in bed." The other says, "Get up." One says, "You're tired." The other says, "Do it anyway." The weak man obeys the first voice. The strong man kills it with action. This is the silent war of every man. You versus you. Your comfort versus your purpose. Your emotions versus your mission. You must become a machine. Not cold-hearted, but unshakable. A man of routine, of structure, of purpose. Machines don't ask how they feel. They execute, they move, they conquer. That's what makes them powerful. When you wake up tired, move. When your mind screams, "Stop," move. When fear, doubt, and fatigue hit, move harder. Every rep, every step, every moment you act against your emotions, you sharpen your soul like a blade. That's how legends are built. In silence, in discipline, in pain. Pain is not punishment. Pain is proof that you're becoming something greater. The moment your muscles scream, that's the moment weakness dies. The moment your mind begs to stop, that's the moment strength begins. Most men run from pain. Strong men walk through it. Because pain is the gatekeeper to growth. It demands your respect. It demands your sacrifice. and only the relentless pass through. Action is the language of power. The world doesn't care how you feel. It only respects what you do. Excuses don't build empires. Action does. Feelings don't create results. Consistency does. Every time you act, even when you don't feel ready, you send a message to life itself. I am not ruled by emotion. I am ruled by discipline. That's power. That's freedom. Building the warrior within. Every drop of sweat, every scar, every silent hour spent working while the world sleeps. It's all building you into someone unrecognizable. Not a man of comfort, but a man of command. Not a man who reacts, but a man who creates. Discipline will make you dangerous, not violent, but unbreakable. Because when the world tries to shake you, you'll smile. You've already fought harder wars inside yourself. There will come a day when your feelings scream louder than ever before, when your body wants to quit, when your mind says, "This isn't worth it." That's the moment that decides everything. If you give in, you'll live like most men, average, invisible, forgotten. But if you rise, if you take that one step forward, you'll separate yourself from 99% of the world. Because that step, the one you take when you don't feel like it, that's where greatness begins. So hear this. Stop caring how you feel. Feelings are the enemy. Action is the answer. Move when you're tired. Push when you're scared. Work when you're unmotivated. Show up when no one's watching. Because the man who controls his emotions controls his destiny. When it's all said and done, the world won't remember how you felt. It'll remember what you built, what you became, what you conquered. So let them rest. Let them complain. Let them scroll. You build. You move. You rise. Because when the dust settles, it'll be you standing tall, unbroken, unstoppable, untouchable. If this message hit you, don't just nod your head. Act. Turn your phone off. Go face the task you've been avoiding. Prove it right now. Because in the end, success doesn't care how you feel. It only answers to what you do. So stop waiting. Start moving. And remember, the moment you stop caring how you feel, everything changes.